The Forgotten Room. Part 1. The Unwanted Inheritance. When Laura Thompson inherited her late uncle's old countryside house, she wasn't thrilled. She hadn't seen Uncle Raymond since childhood, and his isolated property in Blackwood Hollow felt more like a burden than a gift. But curiosity won. The house stood alone at the end of a cracked gravel road, its windows dark and hollow, like eyes that never blinked. The locals gave her wary glances when she asked for directions. One old man at the gas station muttered, "That house remembers." Laura brushed it off. Superstitions were just shadows of the past. Part 2. The Locked Door. Inside, the house smelled of dust and forgotten time. The floors creaked beneath her every step. Family portraits lined the hallways, mostly Uncle Raymond in his later years, his eyes oddly fixed, as if always watching the center of the house. In the upstairs corridor, she found a door that wouldn't budge. No key. No explanation. Just a thick iron lock embedded into the wood. Behind it, something felt wrong. The air around the door seemed colder. Stale. She called a locksmith the next day. The man arrived, took one look, and paled. "Ma'am, I don't do this kind of work." "What do you mean?" "That door was locked for a reason. Don't open it." Before she could ask more, he left. Part 3. The Voices. That night, Laura heard it for the first time. A faint voice from beyond the locked door. "Laura, help us." The whisper slithered across the silence at 3:12 a.m., precise as a clock chime. She froze in bed, heart hammering. "It's just my imagination," she told herself. Stress. Old house noises. But the next night, the voice returned, clearer. Multiple voices this time. "Laura, please, we're still here." The sound was childlike, desperate. By the fourth night, she couldn't ignore it. She brought a crowbar to the door and pried it open. The lock resisted until the final crack of metal against wood. The door creaked open, releasing a wave of icy air. Behind it was a staircase spiraling downward. But according to the house's blueprint, no basement existed. Part 4. The Forgotten Room. Laura descended the steps with her phone flashlight cutting through the dark. The walls narrowed as she went deeper. The staircase ended at another door, old, wooden, etched with